Springfield's only pure classic rock station, 104.7 The Cave. I am Flash. I know that you've heard me talking all week long about the National Wrasslin League coming back to Springfield at the Shrine Mosque. And last month I had that really fun interview with Dak Draper and Thor Terrio. And today I am joined by none other than Sharkbait and Jet and Jax Royal of the Royal Blood. Say hi, guys.
Hello, Flash. Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us out.
What's up, Flash?
Hi. You guys are much nicer than Dak was, I gotta say.
Yeah, Dak's kind of a
jerk?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably use more expletives, but I'm still being monitored by the FCC, so let's not get into it.
Oh.
I'll make sure not tell Dak that.
Hopefully he's not listening.
I'm sure he's not. Okay, so you guys are going to be back this Sunday. There's a pretty stacked card. So give me the rundown of what's going to go on this Sunday night.
It's going to be a great show. It'll be our second time in Springfield. It is a Sunday show. It is an earlier show. So if you are coming out, which I hope all you Springfielders are, the doors open at 5:30 and the show will be at 6. So a little bit different than last time, but still going to be a great show. And it's at the Shrine Mosque Temple again.
Yeah, and nobody has to worry about it competing with pub crawl because pub crawl is going to be the night before. So even if you're super hungover, I mean, it's late enough in the day that you could come out.
If you're hungover, go to billiards, get the food in, it'll suck up the booze, then come over and watch wrestling.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's a super good plan.
Sounds like a good Sunday.
All right. So what are your personal matches going to be that night? Do you guys what's going on there? What's your beef?
I'm wrestling Jeremy Wyatt.
Ah, the Monarch.
The Monarch. So we've been having our duels lately. It'll be a good match, fun match. Hopefully I'll get the W.
I like to call him Goth Lisa Frank.
Goth Lisa Frank?
Yeah, because of his tights.
He reminds me of a late '90s Raven from WCW.
Oh, name drop over here.
Anyway,
who are you wrestling, Sharkbait?
I actually, as of right now, I'm not sure if I'm on the card or not. I'm sure that'll change.
You haven't booked? Well, I'm not booked.
But I'm like lunch meat. I'm always ready. So if you want to throw me on the card, I'll be there.
He's got the catch lines. He's got the coffee.
I'm ready to go. But yeah, like the NWL coming to the Shrine Mosque. It's a high-level professional wrestling show. If you're familiar with pro wrestling, it's, in my opinion, top 3 wrestling companies in the United States, right here in your backyard. If you're into combat sports or anything in that nature, if you're into the old fisticuffs, into smacking domes with your hand and feet, then this is the place for you, Shrine Mosque on the 29th for sure.
Where can they pick up tickets?
The best way to get tickets would be NWLleague.com, or you can get them at the door.
That's NWLEAGUE.com.
Yeah, NW League.
Not E, as some people have a tendency to think.
Yeah, so it can be a little complicated, but it's definitely worth coming out for
Speak
sure.
into your microphone first.
Come on, Anthony. This isn't your first rodeo.
So, Sharkbait, I saw this really interesting video that Ace Steel actually showed me not that long ago. About like 8 years ago. It was the last time you were at the Shrine Mosque before you guys were here last month. And you snapped some guy's leg in half.
Snap City.
Snapped some poor bastard's leg in half. Yes, that did happen. It wasn't intentional. I didn't go in there and say, your shin is about to be snapped. Here I go.
Yeah.
We just threw, we each threw kicks at the exact same time, and our shins collided. One of us had more calcium pills in us than the other, and his shin snapped in half. You can, if you Google Anthony Sharkbait Gutierrez on Google or YouTube, you could find this video, and it's pretty gross. So it's not. If you have a weak stomach, I wouldn't watch it. But that was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
Didn't he just recently reach out to you?
Yeah, I made a Facebook status at the first time we were at the Shrine. I haven't talked to this guy in forever, and he's a super nice guy. I'm not like, that was a freak accident. Things happen in the world of throwing fists at each other's head, but. So I hadn't talked to this guy in forever, and I made a Facebook status basically saying, hey, I'm going to be at the Shrine Mosque on this date. Last time I was at this venue, I snapped a guy's shin in half. And I got a DM message from that guy that said, hey, I'm the guy that your shin snapped in half, LOL. He's actually really cool about it. I apologized, like, hey, dude, didn't mean anything by that. I was just trying to, sell that I'm going to be there again and trying to be funny. And he was totally cool about it. But it was my very first MMA fight, so it was kind of a rude awakening into a sport. But
that was your first ever MMA fight?
I was still in high school when that
Oh
happened.
man, no, I didn't actually know that. And though you didn't intentionally snap this guy's shin in half, didn't you also like punch him in the head when he was already on the ground and like maybe knock him out potentially?
Yeah, the thing with that is like if that were to happen today, I would have never done that. But like when I was so inexperienced, I was like on blinders mode and just like rage mode and didn't really know like what was just kill, 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 kill.
Yeah.
And so that's why like he was laying there with his leg like dangling in half, and I looked up at the
gross.
referee like, "Are you gonna stop this?" And the referee was in shock too because he was disgusting, and so I just pounded him out to finish him. Looking back on that now, I would have not done that. But
So, I mean, it's good that you learned from your lesson. So, Sharkbait, not always in professional wrestling, was an MMA fighter. But Jet and Jax, you guys have always been professional wrestlers. You didn't just, like, start somewhere else and then decide to branch into wrestling. You always wanted to be wrestlers.
Oh, yeah. We've always wanted to be professional wrestlers, live that life. We haven't been doing it for that long, but we've definitely... been about that life since we can remember.
Yeah. We're so about that life. For those of you listening, there's actually a weight right here in the radio room that we're in, and we're doing curls right now to get ready for our match, or my match
They
on
are.
Sunday. You hear that? We're pumping up.
we're swole.
Always pumping.
I'm not.
If you guys hadn't picked those up, I honestly completely forget that those are even in here.
Why are those in here, though?
For us.
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of sitting down involved in this job. Mike, the intern in particular, likes to like work out a lot. And,
Like the intern.
yeah. So there's this thing where people are always like, professional wrestling is great and everything, but it's basically like a choreographed dance. Like it's not even real.
Ew.
Yeah, we don't like those people because of course it is pretty real, and you do experience some pretty gnarly injuries.
That we do.
Yes.
That you do. Hey, do you want to maybe talk about some pretty horrific injuries that may or may not have happened?
Yeah. Actually, right now I'm going through a pretty prolific injury on my left knee. I blew my knee out a few months ago in June and have been dealing with that ever since. So for those of you who are coming to the show, myself, Jax, will not be wrestling because I'm on the shelf for a little bit longer.
Yeah, Jax had a rough couple weeks. We had a ladder match in Kansas City, and he caught a ladder to the face and had to get 15 stitches. And then the next week he hurt his knee, so he had a pretty rough go.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it is obviously a show. It's entertainment, but the risk's definitely there. And anybody that doesn't think that professional wrestlers or anybody in the wrestling business aren't taking any real punishment when they get in the ring, they're sadly mistaken.
Yeah, everything we do in there is involves high risks, and if you can't appreciate that, then I don't know what to tell you.
Best way I say it is you can't fake gravity. So just throw yourself on the ground and tell me to fake gravity. Can't be done. Yeah. Ask Neil deGrasse Tyson. It cannot be done.
Yeah, rings are not made of trampolines.
I've stopped trying to rationalize with in quotes to those people for a while now. There's no point to even, some people are very closed-minded and they just don't get it, and they'll never get it, so there's no point to even really waste your breath.
But the people who love it, love it unconditionally throughout years and years and years.
Exactly.
And that's exactly the type of people that should come out to a show like this, because you're not going to find a show of this caliber anywhere else in Missouri, mostly just in the Midwest in general.
Yeah, what's awesome about our company is, like the Twins, for example, the things they do in the ring, for casual listeners listening, guys like Rey Mysterio, those type of wrestlers, the Twins do things athletically that, 98% of the world isn't even capable of doing. So, jumping off the ropes 15 feet in the air, flipping twice, landing on someone perfect, getting up, running, and then kicking someone in the face. It's a very, athletic, skillful thing to do, but then also you get matches like that are crazy, but then you get another match with a totally different element. Maybe this guy's 6'8", 300 pounds, and he's throwing big old hammered blocks on everyone's head. So with our company, you get like a huge, broad spectrum of everything. You get the Rey Mysterios, you get the Brock Lesnars, you get all the styles.
A smorgasbord of wrestling.
Yeah, every match has its own story and every match has its own style, and that's like the whole deal with pro wrestling is every story's different. And if you can follow it like that, it's really entertaining.
I would say that one of the ways that NWL was really set apart from different wrestling organizations in the area is the kind of crowd that they bring out. Because it's a very, very interactive crowd. Like, you guys have people there that make their own signs. Sometimes you have stations set up where you can make your signs there. You have some amazing merch. You guys' intros are awesome. Like, there's so much production that goes into it,
Yeah.
and the crowd gets into it so much. And I really feel that it comes down to crowds to be able to make or break a match, because wrestlers feed off of that.
Yeah.
So if you're a lover of professional wrestling, you need to come out this Sunday night at 6 p.m. at the Shrine Mosque and give these guys a go, because you're not going to regret it, especially not if you're a professional wrestling fan, because this is professional wrestling in Missouri, in the Midwest, at its absolute finest.
Yeah, come out, watch the show. You know, we'll be out afterwards. Talk to us. We'll sign autographs, take pictures. Bring your friends. It's a perfect pregame for those of the people, the fans that are of age to drink. If they're going to go out later, it's a good pregame.
There will be beer.
There will be beer
And liquor.
Provided by Flying Monkey.
Flying Monkey beer.
Another really cool thing about the NWL is there's a really big roller derby scene here in Springfield. I skated for Springfield Roller Derby for about 7 years. And one of the biggest things behind roller derby is that it's kind of a grassroots effort. And they say by the skaters, for the skaters. And I think that this is the only wrestling company that I know of that's like by wrestlers, for wrestlers. Like, not only do you guys work in the ring, but you also work behind the scenes as well. And almost the entire company is also made up of the wrestling talent.
Yeah, NWL is one of the most entertainment companies or even athletic companies, like let's say the UFC or the WWE, is they do their best at legally labeling you as an independent contractor, and then they basically tiptoe on ice on how to make decisions that benefit them by keeping you an independent contractor, but also tiptoeing the lines of
Screwing over their talent.
Exactly, and making you do things that a paid employee with benefits would have to do. So there's always this I wouldn't use the word abuse, that'd be dramatic, but like abusing independent contractors for their talent. NWL is gives all their talent full salaries, full benefits, and so we're treated like real employees, and we are required to work. So that's obviously we're earning our paychecks, but it's really nice to be taken care of by a company that gives you a salary and health insurance and benefits and even vacation paid time off.
Yeah, Springfield's really big about supporting small and local businesses. So when you come out this Sunday to check out the show, you're not only supporting wrestling because you love wrestling, you're also supporting a small business startup in the Midwest.
With supporting the NWL, you are legitimately supporting a startup company from the ground up that, trust me, there's millions of dollars behind our brand, but that doesn't, mean that we didn't start from the ground up. So we aren't a huge corporate empire by any, stretch of the imagination. That's where we're on our way to becoming. But right now, we're starting right out of Kansas City, and now we're, Springfield is one of our first markets that we're into. So if you're a pro wrestling fan, it's really cool to get in now. You'll remember us 5-10 years later when NWL was in Springfield at the Shrine Mosque.
So we'll go ahead and close this out with some pretty stereotypical wrestling quickfire questions. If you guys want to do that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah? Okay.
Let's do it.
So let's start first. Sharkbait, favorite wrestler of all time. Go.
Favorite wrestler of all time. Does this have to be quick?
Yes.
Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy. Jax.
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels.
Both?
Duh.
Man, okay.
Can I switch?
We're twins.
No, you can't
What do you
switch.
expect?
Okay, yeah, you can switch.
Kurt Angle.
Okay. Well, man, okay. You know what? You just ride that social media wave. That's fine. Mine's Shawn Michaels as well. That's fine. Okay. Favorite wrestling move?
Sling Blade.
Hurricane Rana.
Springboard forearm.
I feel like you said Hurricane Rana because you felt pressured.
I did.
Is that really your favorite?
I guess. I don't really have a favorite. Now that I think about it, I don't really have a favorite wrestling move.
What is it? Favorite
like 'em
wrestling
all.
move to do or favorite wrestling move to
Both.
see?
Both. Favorite to see and favorite to personally do.
Probably my favorite to see would be a shooting star press, but my favorite to do would be the springboard forearm.
Yeah. Okay.
Come on, Sharkbait.
So my favorite move to see is probably a 450 off the turnbuckle. My favorite move to do
So
is
big
a
flips.
shooting star press off the floor.
Oh.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's pretty.
Favorite move to see, probably a shooting star press. Favorite move to do, probably a 450 splash.
You know what all of those things have in common? You're all
Flippy
freaking
stuff.
small cruiserweight styles.
Yeah.
Hey, easy with small. Durable. We're durable.
You're durable. It's easier for you to fly through the air than say
Fun.
somebody, Jack Foster's size.
Jack Foster can fly. I've seen him fly.
I have not. I have not personally witnessed that.
Foster can fly. Just wait for it.
Just
He'll pull it out one of these days and he's going to blow
shock
everybody's
the
mind.
hell out of
But the brother can
everybody.
fly. Sharkbait can fly too. Sharkbait will pop
no,
you in
I
the
can't.
face and then go do a flip on you. It's pretty sweet.
This
His
is true.
style is.
And I'd like to remind you that big things do come in small packages.
Thanks for that reminder, Sharkbait. Appreciate
follow
it.
us on social media. Twitter is The Royal Blood, and my Instagram is SDOTRIEGEL. Follow me.
Sharkbait
Okay,
816 on all platforms. Sharkbait 816.
Yeah, and you guys already got the Twitter for us. We have a joint Twitter, and my Instagram is LORIEGEL. Yeah, give me a follow, please.
Yeah, and then you can also just follow the regular NWL Instagram
Of course, yeah. Follow NWL too.
at.
It's NWL_KC.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then Facebook, NWL Corp. Give us a follow. Follow us, and yeah, hopefully we'll be in a city near you soon.
Yeah. And you can also catch us on television.
Yes.
KOZL, Sunday mornings at 7:30 a.m.
DVR it if you're not an early bird.
Yes, if you're not an early person, please DVR.
Or
You
wake
won't-
up, cook your eggs, get your Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and watch some wrestling.
If you go to bed at a normal time like a normal person, then watch it live.
I don't want to know the kind of person that eats scrambled eggs with Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, that sounds good.
That sounds terrible. Yeah, it does.
You have your protein, you have your carbs. It's a perfect meal.
Okay, you know what? I respect your decision to be terrible. That's fine.
What do you have for breakfast?
For breakfast, I usually have 3 scrambled eggs and 3 slices of turkey bacon.
No carbs?
No, I save my carbs for later on in the day, not in the morning.
I respect it. I respect it.
Bacon for religious reasons.
No, for trying to be in shape and being an aspiring women's wrestler reasons.
Fair enough.
There you go.
Yeah.
It is.
There it is.
There it is. All right. Anyway, I'll see you guys on Sunday night at 6 p.m. at the Shrine Mosque. I'll be there. These guys will be there. Be there or be square like a wrestling ring, because a wrestling ring is square.
The squared circle.
Some of them are 8-sided though.
Octagonal.
but Ours is square. Yeah. Be there or be square.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Peace.
I'm Flash. I'm here with Sharkbait and the Royal Blood. Catch them this Sunday at the Shrine Mosque at 6 p.m. Check out nwleague.com for tickets and KOZL Sunday mornings at 7:30 a.m. to catch all the action that you may have missed.